Hey, there we are. Good morning. Good afternoon. Yes, whatever the case might be, wherever you are. Welcome back to my live stream. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is October 5th, 2018. It's the start of something new. I think we're going to call it Ubuntober. I think that's a thing. We can do that. I normally write code all stream, and we write all kinds of .NET code. And we have a good time programming together. Well, today we're going to start programming everything using Ubuntu Linux. We're going to learn a little bit about Linux today. We're going to hopefully get to writing some .NET code, and I think we're going to have a great time learning and programming together. So, hello. Who do we have here? Perry Digital Ox, Nerdy Tech Guy, and Turrican is here. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. I'm going to get some music playing in the background here for us. It's been a long couple weeks here. You've seen I've been on the road. I was even at Tech Bash yesterday and gave a presentation that was streamed, and we hosted live here on my channel. Tech Bash is still going on. It's over there on the Visual Studio channel. If you want to check out some of the sessions that are going on over there, keep an eye on it, and we'll be replaying that content throughout the weekend. Really great stuff at the Tech Bash event that's occurring right now at the Kalahari Resort in the Poconos. And you'll see I still have a little thing popping up there. There it is. The Tech Bash event is going on. Oh my gosh, Moz, thank you so much for that subscription. I really appreciate that. And of course, I will match that subscription and we'll make a donation to Girl Develop It together. There's actually a new second level emote. So there's 3 emotes you get that you can get as a subscriber to the channel. Of course, everybody's seen the .NET Bot emote. And if you have the top level subscription like Moz has, there you get the C#, Super C# or C# Save the Day emote. There it is. You can now get my little caricature as the second emote. So you can have me pop up and say hello on other streams that you might be visiting. Thanks so much for the support, Moz. Really appreciate that. And yeah, we'll make that donation to Girl Develop It together. Angular Mix, that's where I'm going to be this week. I'll be there on Tuesday, and I will not be able to host a Tuesday stream, but I will be back Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the week ahead. And I will be broadcasting tomorrow as well. I wanted to get some music playing. Let's get some music going. Let's play. This is called Orange. And this is from our friend Carl Franklin. Let me pull down the music a little bit. There we go. This is music to code by. It gets you in the groove. It gets you focused on task so that you can get done whatever it is that you're working on and just let those other worries and things that are troubling you fall away and get completely focused. It's scientifically engineered, and it's called Music to Code By. You can buy the album mtcb.pwop.com, or if you'd like to get a subscription, you can go out to Music to Flow By, and there's a couple of songs available free for you out there that you can download. I'm wearing a new hat today. Check this out. This is there you go. Look at that. This is for Diva from the game Overwatch, and I really enjoy that game. There's some awesome things happening as they have their Halloween event starting. So I encourage you to check that game out. I really enjoy it. And I thought I'd wear the pink bunny rabbit today. Philly rabbits. No, it is not. Ugh, I tell you. All right. Let's wander over here. The Rainbow Beer Challenge, we are at 3886, and we're trying to get to 5,000 by October 20th. That's literally 2 weeks away. I really don't think we're making it. I've trimmed my beard a little bit, literally, this week while I was at Tech Bash. Mrs. C# Fritz joined me for a little bit there because it's local to me. She grabbed me by the beard and pulled me and said, "You need to cut this off." So we trimmed a little bit. But I don't think we're making it. So, not a sigh of relief, but we didn't make it. That's okay. According to the projections that I've seen on some Twitch stats pages, right? So, let's see if I go, right, Twitch, stats. There's a couple sites out here that'll give you some projections. So if we go to a specific channel here and we look for this one, it'll actually project. Hey, I know that guy. It'll actually project it and tell you going out when you'll hit your next milestone. And the projection for us to hit 5,000 is out around December. So we'll see. We'll see how far and how long it takes to get there. All right. Now it's not really a sigh of relief. Like I said, it's we'll do what we can. Hey, Ancient Coder, good to see you. And Calibron, yeah, I like this music. I think it's great. So this is Ubuntober. How are we going to start using Ubuntu? I'm using Windows for the rest of what I'm doing here. What's a good way for me as a Windows developer to start using Linux? Well, there's a couple different things that you can do. When you install GitHub and the GitHub tools for Windows, you'll get Git Bash, but this is kind of fake. This is right. This is Bash, the born again shell running on top of Windows, and it's not right. I mean, I can ls, I can ls lta. Look at that. Ooh, I can run vi. Right? There's a vi there. And that's nice, and I know how to get out of it. But it's not full Linux, right? And there is also, right, I can download and run Ubuntu from the store so that I have the Windows subsystem for Linux running on this machine. And that's kind of neat. But it's not the full X Windows experience, right? It's not the full device driver management experience. I do have the key. I do have, there it is. Karnak is running. All right. I'm trying to move you. You're not going to let me grab this window, are you? There it goes. Right? You will be seeing Karnak pop up. I haven't used any hotkeys yet. If I launched Ubuntu here, you'll see it starts. Linux optional components are not enabled. I have to go into Windows and I have to turn stuff on. I don't want to do that. I want to actually run Linux, and I want to use a virtual machine to do it. So I'm going to come over here to this view, and I'm going to set up a new virtual machine to install and run Ubuntu. I look really small in the corner there, and I feel like this should be tilted up. That's better. There you go. All right. So let's go figure out how we can install Ubuntu Linux, because I want to download and get it running, and I want to have a virtual machine running it here for me. I don't want the wiki hell, so let's go out to ubuntu.com. Closing VI is not a hotkey. It is not. Closing VI is actually :Q, exclamation point, or Shift Z twice to save and exit. See, I know that one. All right, so let's grab the 1804 LTS. No, I just want to download. All right, so I'm going to save an ISO, right? And this will download and save and be available for me here. So that'll take a few minutes to download. Come on. Let's go. Probably doesn't help any that I'm pushing up. Spin up an Azure Linux VM. I could do that as well. I could. But I want to show... Oh, the hotel Wi-Fi can't keep up with Twitch. Oh, that's a shame. Sorry to hear that, Fretya. Let's see if we can... Best VM for Ubuntu. You're using the Oracle one. What do you mean by the VM for... you can use Quick Create in Hyper-V. Let's do that. So I'm going to go... Actions, New. I can do Virtual Machine. And there's a Quick Create. I've not... Well, okay, here's Quick Create over here. What's that do? Select an operating system, and I get a spinner. This has changed a little bit since I've worked on this. There we go. Ubuntu 1804 LTS. Yes, create that. I'd like that, please. Name. Okay, sure. Do it. It's doing the same download. Doing the same download. Come on now. I just want the download to finish.
Do it live!
I am, Bill O'Reilly. I am doing it live. All right, I'm going to keep another tab open here so I can go to other fun places. Yeah, this is doing the exact same configuration and download that I'm doing over here. And I'm already almost halfway done. 2 minutes to go. So while that's downloading, let's go check out... We've got some pull requests out here. Just do it? Oh, you mean...
Do it!
Like that one? I've got that, Janescu. Yeah. It has a better XRDP for virtual desktop. Now, it's been a while since I've done full Linux. So I'm going to need some help with some of these terms. That silly machine at Tech Bash, but you had the backup machine for the win. Yes, Turrican. For those of you who didn't catch what happened to me, let's back up one. Let's go over here. Hey, how you doing? It's Jeff again. So I was giving a demonstration showing .NET Framework 4.7, 4.7.1, 4.7.2 features, and we were using a machine that literally, when I woke up, the new Windows update installed on it. Windows, 1809 installed, and none of my compiles, none of my interactions with IIS, the Windows Internet Information Server, the web server on Windows, would work on the machine since that install went through. And I'm not quite sure what happened. Oh, we'll see you, boss. But, we'll be around, for 2 hours. Thanks so much for stopping in. And thank you so much for that subscription. 4 months in a row. That's awesome. So, hey, Mark. Good to see you. So, what did I do? Well, I had my backup machine that didn't have the install completed on it yet. And as I was presenting, I pulled out the backup machine and got it up and running, and then just swapped out machines on the fly as we were going there. Device guard problem? No. So that's the machine I was presenting from was a Microsoft corporate machine, and we actually end up testing things like Windows by us being some of the first people that install it. There we go. Just a few seconds left at download. So that's what happened to me on Thursday. And I'm going to triage that and send some emails over to the Windows folks and to the IIS folks to say, if this is happening to our Visual Studio developers, they're going to have a really, really bad experience. The good news is Scott Hunter saw the whole thing. So there's a director that knows that there's a problem with the Windows upgrade. All right, I'm going to go back over here. There are 3 pull requests hanging out here. These 2 red X's are actually false red X's because there was a problem with how it was archiving the artifacts that get presented. But the one here is to start working on Azure Search as part of CoreWiki, which I think is going to be really, really good. And this happened a few days ago. So I think we'll be able to work on this today when we get our Linux install finished. Some cleanup on our welcome form. Nerdy Tech Guy, thank you so much for that subscription. You're going to get the C# bot emote, and we're going to make a matching donation to Girl Develop It so that they can help. There you go, there's the bot. So that they can help women and other minorities learn how to write code just like we're doing here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I know they appreciate our donations. All right. So this looks like a little bit of UI cleanup. So don't understand why there's a failing check on this. I gotta, we'll take a look at this and see what the failing check is. We'll drill through the pipelines. UI improvements and housekeeping for identity user admin. Some updates from 2 days ago. So this sounds like some good user interface updates on our user admin page. All right. Ubuntu finished downloading. Let's go grab local installation source. The virtual machine will run Windows? No. We're going to choose our ISO, and I'm going to go down into my downloads folder. Hey, Turrican, thanks so much for the bits. I appreciate that kind cheer. Now, just in case you don't know, when you cheer or if you do a resubscription, you can put some text with that, and it'll be read out by the text-to-voice capabilities. So thank you so much for that kind cheer. Of course, we will match and make another donation. Very cool stuff. Can't type. How are you doping? Yeah. All right, so I changed my location, so I'm installing from Ubuntu 18.04. Name, and let's call this Ubuntober. All right, create the virtual machine. Here we go. Creating disk, doing all the things. That was quick. Let's connect. Let's see what happens when I open this. It's turned off. I know. I said connect. Start it. Do it. Make the thing happen. What I want to be able to do is I want to be able to run full screen and have a cool Linux background. Oh, look at this. All right. What happened? No config spaces action. Well, that's not good. Hang on. Let's try this again. Reset. Reset. Because I want to install. There it is. Install Ubuntu. Drinking coffee now, need Pepsi. Ooh. There's a combo. Oh my gosh. Cheertober? All right. We can do that. But Turrican's right there at the top of the list now. All right, let's see. What do we got here? I do want English. Yes, please. Continue. I may wish to really read the release notes. No, I don't. Not really. Keyboard layout, English US, and I'll choose English US. Type here to test my keyboard. Hello, Twitch people. It is I, Jeff from Linux Land. Yeah, that looks good to me. All right, moving on. Is it coffee o'clock? Always. Yes, I agree, S&B. Always. Normal installation, that gives us web browser, utilities, office software, games, and media players. Download updates while installing Ubuntu. Install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware and additional media formats. Yeah, let's tell it to do that because I'm running inside of a virtual machine here. I want to make sure that it grabs what it needs so that I can be running full screen. Let's see here. Erase disk and install Ubuntu. Yes, please. Use LVM with the Ubuntu. I don't want to encrypt the Ubuntu installation. I am not doing that. This will set up logical volume management. It allows taking snapshots and easier partition resizing. I don't think I need to go that far. Something else. You can create a resize partitions. Nah, just do it. Give me Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Coffee. It's working my machine. Yes, I've got my mug. I'm back. The changes listed below will be written to the disks. Now, I do know this. So there's two partitions it's creating. It thinks it's a SCSI drive. It's not really. So we're going to create those two partitions so that we end up having our drive create. Now, that doesn't look right at all. But yes, I am on the East Coast, and that's kind of where I am. Ha ha! Teach you, give me that New York stuff. Bleh. My name is Jeffrey T. Fritz. My computer's name, Ubuntober. Pick a username, Jeff. Choose a password. I choose this one. Okay. Yeah, sure, log in automatically because it's just me. It's just this VM sitting here. I'm not going to get wrapped up in security, but if I was making this virtual machine exposed and accessed on the internet, I would get a little more paranoid about security. But for this, it's just me. I'm just working here locally. I'm firewalled off behind my Windows stuff. I'm okay. Too much work. I always use a pre-built Ubuntu image. Okay. I didn't have a pre-built image here locally that I could just grab easily. I just grab the ISO. Let's do the install. Make it happen, and then we'll set up .NET. osboxes.org. Is that a thing? Let me see here. Let me go osboxes.org. Let me open that up and see what Mike's referencing here. Ooh. Ready to use Linux, Unix guest operating systems for VirtualBox and VMware. Well, I'm using Hyper-V. Does it have Hyper-V? No. Does it have a thing here about Hyper-V? Yeah. Hyper-V. This may have already been asked. Is there a reason why you wouldn't just spin up a VM in Azure, just looking for better reliability? I don't want to bring the cloud into a discussion that it doesn't need to be in just yet. Let's work locally. Let's do some things that are a little bit easier by working locally so that it really simulates running the virtual machine or running a real running the operating. That's better. Running the operating system right on the metal. So I wanted to make it look and feel as close to that as possible with, like I said, without getting the cloud involved. I want to, while I appreciate and I really enjoy using Azure, I want to hold off using Azure for all the things, right? So, and Mike says, make it difficult. It's okay. I'm not making it difficult. I'm doing the same install someone would do if they're putting it down on putting Ubuntu down on their machine right on the metal. I'm going to get as close to that experience as possible. Because I don't want to lie. I don't want to fake. It's important to me that I be authentic to you. Yeah. Hey, Lannon BR. I noticed the subscription yesterday, and I didn't call that out. Thanks so much. Or was it Wednesday? I forget when I saw it. But thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate that. And as always, with the resubs and the bits, we're going to be making some more donations to Girl Develop It. And I think we're going to make that the next one either later this month, maybe early November. We'll see. All right, here we go. Come on. And there's Brave Cobra. Good morning, good afternoon. So let's see. This should be wrapping up very quickly here. I love seeing all the removed pop up there, right? And what happens if I maximize this? Will it fill the screen? No, I get this weird border. Now, I know there was an issue in the past with the video driver in Hyper-V not resizing and filling the whole screen. But we'll see about getting that working. No Ubuntu on a VM? Yes, Ubuntu on a VM. Don't worry about that part yet. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, thank you, Ancient Coder. I do think I'm helping a good cause. Some of my colleagues also help Women Who Code, Black Girls Code. There's a couple of organizations like that to help some of those groups who kind of, unfortunately, due to some of the folks in our industry and the culture that they've brought, has made it difficult for women and for non-white folks, people of color, to be able to advance, and I want to make sure they have an opportunity. So back after a tech vacation. Great to see you, Avandro. It'll work once I have the tools installed. Aha. And I need a specific video driver. That's what I thought. I thought there was a good video driver there. Stephen P. Adams. Amen. Love that you're looking out for minorities and women in tech. Yes, absolutely. I want to make sure that those folks can, right, and I'm thinking like my daughters. I have 2 teenage daughters. I want to make sure they have an opportunity in our industry. My older daughter really has an appetite for graphic arts, for doing animation, and there's going to be more need for that in our industry. And I want to make sure that, like I said, she has an opportunity in the next 10 years when she goes into the field. So I'm going to eject the ISO and tell it to restart. Let's see what happens here. Turrican says Blazor 060 is out. Hooray, please let the WebAssembly grow up fast, but there are good things coming on the server side. There's a great feature as part of Blazor, I think it was in 0.5 also, called Razor Components, that allows you to take your Razor pages and refer to them just like a tag helper or a view component inside of your library, your application. Really cool stuff. I missed the awesome VMware tooling for the ability to full screen dynamically. Is there a way to do that with Hyper-V? It should do that for us. This scares me that I clicked restart now and it's just kind of hanging here. Do I need to put the ISO back in? Let's put the ISO back in just to make sure. That's not good. What did I do? Please tell me this is working.
Oh my.
I don't want to have to restart, but I think I should. I think we're in reset mode here. All right, let's do this. Let's eject the disk. WASM for all. WASM's nice. So WASM is WebAssembly. Maybe it's the screen resolution doesn't seem to go larger. Larger? No. I understand that this is fixed. So let's do a reset. Yes, I know. I'm going to reset. It should have saved it. There we go. Larger. Ha-ha. Here we go. Come on. Start. You know you want to. Come on, little virtual machine. It'll make you feel good. There we go. We want to make our screen larger. Someone else can type it. Ooh. All right. Here we go. What's new in Ubuntu? Windows switcher, application menu, calendar notifications, system menu, close button, the dock on the side. Okay. Apps button down on the bottom. Fancy. All right. Next. Canonical Live Patch helps keep your computer secure by applying some updates that would normally require restarting. Would you like to set up? Sure. Go ahead. Do it. That's fine. Authentication. Wow, I've already got to log in. Who knew? Email address. I have an Ubuntu single sign-on. I want to register for an account now. I've forgotten my password. I don't have one. Let's do this. Jeff at... Do this. Now what? Firefox. Good. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to go through all this right now. Go away. This is a pain. Go away. I don't like this. No. Help improve Ubuntu. No, don't send system info. Hey, BritBull123. Thanks so much for the follow. Hey, Steve. We're doing Linux, Steve. Steve. There is an Amazon app. Yeah, look at that. Science and technology. Yes. This is science and technology now. You can use software to install apps like these. That's nice. All right. I don't need those. Wallpaper downloader. That sounds fun. Download, manage, and change your favorite wallpapers from the internet. Yeah, okay, sure. And I got to log in again. Okay, yeah, you go do that thing. All right, whatever. Go away. Updated software has been issued since it was released. Do you want to install it now? Well, I think it's always a good idea to install all the updates. We're eventually going to remove that Amazon software. We got to get rid of that. Updates have already been downloaded. Well, do it then. Stop the yapping and get the installing. Just
Do it!
You know what I mean? So, and then we've got to get rid of this one. Yeah, remove it from here. Thank you. We'll figure out how to uninstall that later because... Not the boss Scott, but... Not that Scott, but the one in the red shirt would not be happy to see that there. We got to make sure we remove that. Update all the things. Yes. So, regarding science and technology, You may have noticed Twitch has changed up some of the categories. They no longer have communities. They now have this thing called tags, and that's okay. They're just shuffling things around, trying to make it easier to find your favorite broadcasters, folks like me. They removed the programming category. Okay. So now we're in science and technology, because this is technology, and I've got all kinds of programming tags hooked up to the stream. So I think that's not bad. That's a good place to be. Let's see. I like how Visual Studio is in basic programming. Yeah, we're going to fix that. What are you planning on using for the editor for Ubuntober? I think we will use a little bit of Visual Studio Code. I'd like to also use a little bit of VI with OmniSharp. I think that's a pretty cool experience. I'm a big fan of VI, so I'd like to spend some time there. I might be able to learn a thing or two from our friend Noopcat. Right? I spent some time with Suze Hinton this week, and we shared some ideas for some cool things to stream. So I definitely want to spend some time in VI so I can be as cool as Noopcat, right? Let's see. Update all the things. Yes. We are going to install VS Code and .NET Core. Brave Cobra, I think that's like step number 2 that we're going to do here. First, have the VMware tools installed. Well, I don't have VMware. I'm doing Hyper-V, right? But I do want to make sure that I figured out how to get the... Right, I want the full screen experience, and it doesn't go full screen. So we're going to have to figure that out. Because I'd really like my Hyper-V to be full screen. Don't use VI. Try Emacs or SpaceMax with evil mode. No, I am a longtime VI user. The moment someone mentions Vim... Now, so hang on. I don't use Vim. I use VI. Needs to restart to finish updates. All right, go ahead. You do that then. Do your thing. Almost as good as F Sharp Friday. We're coming back to F Sharp Friday soon. I promise. Quick create virtual machine. VI always scares me, but I don't want to be afraid. No. VI's pretty good. Don't get into editor wars. We're going to bounce back and forth. We'll choose a bunch. Just use an editor and write some code. Amen, Lannon. Amen. What else? There is another multi-platform IDE editor from a company I'm not sure is cool to name here that works great with Linux.NET Core. If you're referring to JetBrains, yes, they make a great editor as well. We can also use Atom if we'd like. That's pretty cool. It's out there. Rider does work great. I'd like to use Visual Studio Code. I'd like to use bounce around, try a couple different things here. This looks like it's installing, right? I see a little, right? Is it still installing? Is it doing a thing here? No, looks like it's all up to date. Okay. Can I look at, what's installed here? And let's remove this one. Let's get rid of that. We don't need this. Am I going to have to log on each time? Can I tell it to just remember, please? Cheese uses your webcam to take photos and videos. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. Go away. Let's get rid of Solitaire. I don't need Solitaire. Mahjong. We'll get rid of that. Don't need the games. I'm getting rid of the games. Right? GNOME Power Statistics. What happened? Okay. Let's get rid of Sudoku. LibreOffice. Sure, we'll let that run. Thunderbird. Okay. Vim. Yeah, there you go. Systems, applications. All right, whatever. All right. I think that's enough from over there. Let's see. What's next? Let's open this up and see if we can go figure out how to do that driver, right? I don't need to see that. No. I don't like this. Hide this. Go away. I don't want that to remove. Sure, we'll leave highlights here. Right, I want to be able to do that and have it fill the screen. So how do we do this? What do we got here? Brave Cobra has a link for me. What is this? Download Linux integration services for Hyper-V and Azure from the official Microsoft Download Center. Operators are standing by. All right, let's see what we got here. So, I know this opened in Windows. I'll get it moved over. And we'll, in fact, I'm just going to go right back into Linux here. Because I want to make sure that I'm authentic with this. It's important to me. Right? Type clipboard text. No, that didn't work either. That still didn't work. What the heck is that? No. Hang on. Copy that. I didn't want to click there. Clipboard. Type clipboard text. You're kidding, right? All right, so that integration doesn't work. So Microsoft.com/enus. Download. Details ASPX. ID equals 55106. What else do we got here? JetBrains are really? It's not tall? Why do you say that? Code is more or less the default nowadays for web devs on Linux. Really? That's interesting to hear. Least fixed point. I prefer Synaptic as a GUI for the installer. They have a buggy code base. That's it. Okay. When I use Linux, I just go straight to the terminal for updates, but you do you. Despite some support for most languages in IntelliJ, they feel they need to throw out an IDE for everything. Okay. If you want to go JavaScript or Go support, you can just buy the IDE pieces you want. Blah, blah, blah. Get the tools first. Yes, I'm trying to do that now. And, gosh, Augusto Batosi, thanks so much for the subscription. I appreciate you using your Twitch Prime here. Of course, I'll match and we'll make a donation to Girl Develop It. All right. And you get to use the .NET bot emote now. All right, let's download this. So there's an ISO and there's a tar gunzip. Oh, dear Lord. Which one do I use? Is there some instructions or something? Details. Yes, give me some details. I'd like some details, please. Please refer to the Linux virtual machines on Hyper-V topic. Fine, I'll go over there and read this. Get the ISO on the host and mount it. All right, that's what it looks like I should be doing. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, dear Lord. All right. Yeah. I just want steps, you know? Give me steps. I like steps. Tell me what to do. Step 1, install Linux. Step 2, make it cool. Step 3, rinse and repeat. All right, download. Let's get the ISO. I trust Brave Cobra. Brave Cobra hasn't led me wrong. I think he's got a couple of good tips here. We're going to follow what Brave Cobra has for us. We're downloading that integration. About a minute to go. Let's see what we got here. I'm not going to argue price on things. I'm a strong believer that if somebody's building a professional tool, they put a lot of time in it and they need to get paid in order to continue their support and construction of that tool, and they want to charge money for it, and you like their tool, pay them. It's in 1804, but it's not turned on in Hyper-V by default. Aha! That's what I thought. There's a lot of people working full-time. Yes. This culture of not wanting to pay for tools is a little bit toxic. You're making a living off of work that somebody else did. Help them. Pay them a little bit. You use Mint. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. So wiki onboarding. Ooh, what is that? Coded beard. Onboarding Ubuntu. We support an enhanced Ubuntu VM for Hyper-V through our VM gallery. Using the VM gallery is the preferred method for setting up an enhanced Ubuntu VM in Hyper-V. You make me sad. Why didn't I get this first? Like this should be somewhere that is available to me and is highlighted for me inside of Hyper-V when I started, you know? Quick create gallery. Well, hang on. Do I even have that? Right, when I say Hyper-V, oh, there is, but that's an app. Right, look at this. No, this is where I was, and right, if we choose the LTS, download and verified, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, and it has the resolution. Once you connect, you'll be greeted by XRDP prompt to log in. Manual config. I do. All right, so I've already done some of this. Oh my gosh. Linux VM Tools Master Ubuntu 1804, blah, 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 blah. Oh, brother. Okay, why is this telling me something completely different? You can skip that bit, yeah. Right, I feel like I downloaded the ISO. Ugh. Ugh. Right, and because I don't have the integration, I'm not going to be able to just come in here and, right, where is it? I thought I could do, is it this? No. I want terminal. Give me a terminal. I want a terminal. Thank you. Right, I can't just Control V and type clipboard text. That doesn't work at all. So I got to type in all this stuff. Yeah. The .sh, hang on. Yes, I already created it. I need to get the .sh. It's not as nasty as it seems. Right, but I got to copy and I got to take all this text and copy it. I'm going to move my browser over here onto another screen so I can see it while I type. Also, I feel like my VM here could use a little bit more oomph. It's only got 2 gig. You know what I mean? I want to push that up a little bit. Minimum RAM is 512. No, we need more than that. Right? Let's give it at least... Specify a number between 32 and 512. Sorry. All right, hang on. So let's do this. wget https raw github user content.com/Microsoft. Got to do lowercase. Linux-vm-tools master Ubuntu 1804 install sh. That's a pain in the neck. You don't have to type it if you open the site inside your VM. Doesn't matter, can't find it. HTTPS raw GitHub user content Microsoft Linux-vm-tools/master/ I spelled Ubuntu wrong. I oughta. GitHub Microsoft Linux VM tools. They don't make this easy, do they? I don't want to sign up. Like, I've got some lag here in interacting with this. What page was it? What page? I was on Wiki onboarding Ubuntu. Here. All right. Try this one more time. Yeah. Go away. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Copy that. Paste. Okay. Paste doesn't work none either. Okay. That was quick. Good. Next. Sudo chmod +x install sh. Oh, come on, man. And then sudo install. Okay. You don't get the clipboard in the terminal. I know. Control-Shift-V. Okay. Still haven't gotten your Surface Go. I'm sure it'll be getting there. You're not going to spend 10 grand to go to the toilet at McDonald's just because I can. Huh? Where the heck did that come from? $36 grand a year for a few IDs is silly, objectively silly. Maybe it is. Who's charging 36 grand? Yeah, $3 grand a year. If your company is making a couple $1 million off of stuff that you built using their IDEs, $3 grand is nothing. Reboot my machine to begin using XRDP. Well, is that what it said? No. Shut down your VM on your host machine in an administrator PowerShell prompt. Execute this command. Oh, dear Lord. All right. So we need to shut this down. So we're going to go... I don't want to just do a shutdown. I want to actually do, like, you know, right, this thing over here. Do the power button. Yep, power off. Okay. Next, in a administrator PowerShell prompt. So I'm opening PowerShell. And I'm going to right-click on PowerShell and run it as administrator. Yes. I don't need this. That's not what this says. Set-VM. And if there's one thing that I really don't like, it's conflicting instructions on how to do things. Ubuntober, enhanced session, transport type, HV socket. Okay, I guess that did something. Try and restart. No. This is to set up an RDP service so you can RDP in. That's not what I'm seeing in these instructions. I just want to be able to set the resolution of my screen to full screen. Start your virtual machine and connect. You'll be greeted with a connection prompt. Windows that asks for a screen resolution. Well, no, I'm not. And in fact, now I think you broke it. Yeah, I think you broke it. All right, so we're 0 for 2 on instructions, it looks like. Nope, nothing. Maybe. Maybe. Just continue with the ISO. Yeah, I'm toast. This is not working. You know? Even if it is working, that is really, really slow. Yeah, I need to open up the RAM. You know? Oh, finally. Full screen. No, don't use. Save my settings for future connections. Yes, do it. Oh, there was also... Oh, dear God. Really? Oh no, because I didn't make it that. I made it Jeff. Sorry. Not going to deal with that. That is crap. No. I don't know what it installed, but it doesn't work. Sorry. Goodbye. You nuked my virtual machine. That's... Yeah, stop that. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted. Remove server. No. Local computer. What the hell? This one. I want to stop that. Yes, shut down. Okay, I don't know what these instructions are that I was given, but they've completely nuked what I was trying to do. And I can't do anything now. That's complete crap. That's unacceptable in my mind. Yeah, now Hyper-V is toast. Wonderful. I literally just had this running. And there's 16 different Hyper-V services. And they're all manual trigger. Okay. Delete. Try this again. I'll try it with Quick Create. And we'll wait for it to download again. Those instructions, so this is from the Linux VM Tools website. This does not work. The login that I was logging in with was the same login I had before and did not work. So, it set up a very crappy version of RDP protocol with a very slim UI. Yeah, no. That's terrible. I mean, Ubuntu was beautiful. It worked nice. And this just made the experience garbage. And, I mean, it looked... good set of instructions for how to do this. The GitHub site broke my installation. All right, try this again. Yes, I know I inadvertently killed the Hyper-V service. The things over here, right, I didn't realize I was clicking on the entire server. I thought it was working on the VM. And I got a little click happy there. I should ignore the VM stuff right now and just start with the programming stuff. Well, we need to make sure that we have this configured properly and that we're at a good place to start at. I want to make sure that it's clear exactly how we get things running. Hang on. Let's... it says in the docs, install sh has to run twice. That is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard of. You need to run install twice. Are you kidding? Yes, you need to install Windows. And then you need to install Windows again. Please. Give me a break. Oh, wait a sec. Did we do this one? I don't think I did this one. Needs to run twice in order for the script to execute fully. Yeah, that's dumb. I don't want the XRDP. I want to get full screen. I don't want to have little Linux. Give me the full screen, right?
Woo!
Yeah, that's right. All right, what are we going to do here? Let's go with Fruit Punch. Maybe it means you need to run the script after it causes... Yeah, that's what it's saying. So I don't see any instructions for how to install that ISO. Right? So going down here, thank you for doing this. Installation instructions refer to the PDF. Are you kidding? All right, how do I go back to the PDF and go figure out how to install the PDF with the PDF? Literally... Right, if I go and say that, and I tell it open, oh dear God. I don't care about the feature set, I want to install. Transfer the tar gunzip file to the target virtual machine, extract the archive directory of files, change to that folder, execute the installation script, reboot. From the ISO, attach the ISO. Some kernels may be missing the necessary driver. Mount the virtual DVD as root or with sudo. Change to the CD-ROM root. Execute the installation script. That's not as bad. But why not just put this on the webpage? That way you can update the webpage. Instead, I'm looking at a PDF that's locked in time. All right. I'm not going to look at that anymore. Let me edit settings here first, and let's hit that memory. Give me... You're kidding, I can't control A in that box? Hello? Give me at least 4 gig. Yeah, I said whatever. All right, here we go. The PDF probably tells you to ask the Linux ops teams to install it for you. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing there, SNB. All right. The quick create version supported full screen out of the box. Fantastic. Good. That's what I want. System configuration. Yes, English. Yes, more English. Yep. My name. That's me. Ubuntober. No, it does not actually already exist on the network because I nuked it. Yes, log in automatically. Ugh, now we gotta wait for this again. Deja vu. I know, right? Let me look back in the chat room. VirtualBox, you get all that out of the box. Ubuntu happily installs all the drivers and you're good. Okay. Search for modifying the screen size via the grub menu. FHD is the max size. Full high def, I guess, right? Can Ubuntu run Visual Studio? It'll run Visual Studio Code. That's what I need. Applying changes, doing the thing. Microsoft offers images for Windows Dev complete with MSVC, SDK, and WDK. There's a crappy version of Xamarin Studio. You'll be happier with VS Code. Yeah, I agree. Microsoft PDFs seem to assume there is a team for everything, and most of the time it's just me. Yeah. All right, here we go. Give me the full screen. Give me the full screen deal. No, don't use all my monitors. Bad idea. I'm going to save my settings. Configure audio. Nah. Clipboard. Yes. What else? Drives. Other supported PNP. No. That's fine. Back in this piece of thing. I mean, really? Come on. What am I drinking? I'm drinking a little bit of G Fuel now. I'm not RDPing, I'm just trying to connect. And this doesn't work. I mean, I'm literally doing the defaults here. Everything goes south. Look, I'm literally doing, I literally said create, and it doesn't work. You know? I mean, this is the experience. And what do I do now? You know? Disconnect. It's sure says it's running. I gave up, so I'm hoping we can edit this going as a group. I'm hoping. It's not responding at all now. RDP services may not be running, or possibly ports. Install Gentoo. Why don't you install Ubuntu right on the metal instead of running it on the VM? Because I use Windows to produce the show here, and if I do that, I can't run the show. Can you tell the VM to connect with anything different than RDP? No. Let's take a look at settings. No. In the preview, it shows you the desktop. Right. It's doing something, but yeah, okay, I'll get back to you in a minute. No. No. There's... Edit session settings. What do we have here? Full screen. Yeah, your folks are telling me don't use this, don't use that. I don't even know what the hell I'm using. Okay, how come? What did I do that worked? What if I say an enhanced session? What's that do? Yeah, okay. And this doesn't work. No, I do want to reconnect, but no, not like that. No, go away. No, I don't want that. No. Edit session settings. No. But if I go, and that works. Not thrilled with the interactions and the capabilities here at all. No, don't send system info. I mean, I'm an hour and a half in here, and I'm literally fighting with Ubuntu. Does the Hyper-V server create the RDP server? Where do you see RDP? I literally have not keyed in or seen the words RDP presented to me until I see that stupid blue login screen. That is absolutely not something that comes with the operating system. I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to remove those extra things that I don't need and that I don't want. Get rid of some of these games and things that I don't want in here. All right. Connect in Hyper-V means RDP. Okay. It's not Ubuntu that's causing... No. It is Hyper-V. The Hyper-V features for Linux are not... they're not very friendly. They're not very forgiving. And as somebody who's trying to find their way around here, it's disappointing. All right. I don't care for this section. Let's get rid of that. All right. I want to go to .net to go get the .net install. I have to use VMware or VirtualBox for the same disk image. The problem always sits in front of the screen. Now, explain. Brave Cobra says to download the ISO on the host. You know what? I'm not even going to mess with that right now. I don't trust it. I've tried 2 different ways to install features for this. And I'm not on Red Hat Linux. There we go. Register Microsoft key and feed. All right, we need it. Isn't there a hotkey to jump into? Right, I thought it was like control space. Right? I thought there was a hotkey to get the control T. No, not that one. To bring up the quick launch. Right? I want to get into here and start terminal. Hello? You're kidding. Why is that taking so long? I need to sync the project root with a VM that's alongside my Windows environment. Ugh. No, Finmar, if you're going to say the problem's in front, tell me, what's the problem? How should I solve this? Tell me how to solve this. Give me a suggestion. Don't just criticize me. Give me a solution. And the terminal didn't open. Wonderful. Try this again. Terminal. I get a spinner. Where's the terminal? I know Brave Cobra has suggestions. Control Alt T? Sure, I'll try Control Alt T. That doesn't do anything. nothing happens. There's a second desktop here, but it doesn't have anything on it. Is Xterm still around? No. That's not launching. Yeah, I think we might need to reset, but then I'm going to end up back at that stupid RDP screen. All right, Ubuntu keyboard shortcuts. That's what I want. Alt F2 is what I'm looking for. Thank you. All right. Yeah, reset, restart. Alt F2 should open a command dialog. Yeah. There it is. I see it here. Somebody told me it's the year of Linux, so I want to see what Linux is all about. I agree, Feinmar. But it's literally not doing anything. And I'm this close to saying let's just go get VirtualBox. Hey there, Pollux. We're trying to get a Linux machine running, and it's not. I mean, this is brutal. Says it's running. I get this stupid thing that doesn't work. I don't want that. And it pops me in. I don't get it. All right, Alt F2. There we go. You're kidding, right? Can I give me something? No. Okay. So it doesn't know how to run those commands when I try and execute them. That's nice. Right? If I do Alt F2, give me that. No. GNOME-terminal. Finally. Oh, my on. Okay. Let's execute the wget. Do I still have... Okay, I thought I was in my home directory. I don't want some of these things. Whatever. What was it? Control-Shift-V, you guys were saying? There we go. All right. It didn't really get that quickly. No. Yeah, why is it in red there? No, that's not right at all. What the heck did it do? What happened to the programming section? Yeah, I know, right? Try file plus name. That's the terminal emulator bashes your shell. Right. I was just trying to get it to launch something. What do we got here? Maybe I should just install PowerShell. It's a broken link. Yeah, that's what I thought it. And, right, I copied that wget statement directly. Right? And now, Control-Shift-V. There it is. No. All right, so that command doesn't work either. Great. Thanks so much. Do the second one. All right. You're kidding, right? Okay. I'm going to try this wget command again. Negative. Okay. Oh, it was that was the right one, even though it was in red? Are you sure? All right, I'll take your word on that. I'll run the sudo again. Setting it up. Okay. So now if I run this, apt-get install, blah, 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 blah. Already the newest version. Okay. Apt-get update. Yep. All right. Downloading and updating all the things. Okay. And now let's get the SDK. No. That's a problem. So, unpacking, setting it up. Now, why didn't it... I mean, right, it didn't find .NET SDK. Run it without the version. Nope, still can't find it. Oh, man. Yeah, let's try this a different way. If I look at the other instructions, it actually says the exact same things. Yes, I completely gave up running full screen because every time I tried to do that, it turns into crap. I'm going to open that doc, but I am not going to be... Oh, dear Lord. We'll get back to that. Let's take a look at sources list D. That's fine. Let's do a more on that. Etsy apt sources list .d. Oh. There's nothing there. It didn't add it. The Microsoft one isn't listed in there. And there's nothing in that list. Install Synaptic first. There you can edit the repos. There's nothing here. Sudo apt-get install Synaptic. All right, we'll do that. Right, there should have been a list in there. So, actually, I tried going back to 1604. I was on the 1804. And this didn't do anything. It didn't actually move it over there. Right, let me go back. Right, there it is. Packages, Microsoft Prod Deb. Right? Right there. Come here. Why isn't it highlighting? There we go. All right, so now let's do that. Unpacking, setting it up. Now if I ls back into that folder, it's not there. It didn't put it down. And it didn't put it in this folder either. Add some file.list and add it manually. I hear what you're saying. I'm doing exactly the commands that are on this page. If this isn't working for me, that means it's not working for somebody else as well. And Maker Blaker is making exactly my point. This shouldn't be this hard. The instructions that we're going through, and we've followed them exactly, have been difficult, have not been easy to follow, and have made it, frankly, a bad experience. Like they don't work at all. Yes. I installed the PPA directly. I don't know what that means. There you can edit the repos. Yeah, it's weird because it's working for you on Ubuntu. Okay. Right? I mean, there's the Debian archive right there, and it's not installing and putting it down anywhere. And we shouldn't have to. Right. And this was closed on February 24. Is it possible to add PPA for Ubuntu 1804 to let us install? Working with the team. Any update? Anything I can do to help with this one? We should upload preview 1, dependency installer. I just saw LSB release. Still need to update the install references. The following will get you set up. So should we do this? So this moves it to there. I mean, what happens if I do this? Nope, didn't copy it in. Will it allow me to type it? Nope. That should work. All right. So here's, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord. This is issue 1282 under .NET Core. GitHub. Oh, look, and I'm in caps too now. Oh, and I don't have my caps lock key. Why does it think I'm in caps? How did I get into caps? All right, here's what I'm going to do. No. Crumbs. I'm trying to remember how to change the mode of my keyboard. 1 second. I have the documentation. 1 second. I have it in my OneDrive. So that I can turn back on caps lock. Because caps lock is turned on here. 1 second. This is... Where is it? Documents. There it is. So this is the type of keyboard I have. I have a Racer Vortex. There it is. I want to switch my keyboard, not the layout. I don't want to switch the operating system. There we go. Function right shift. And there we go. Cool. Much better. All right. Where was I? I need to go to github.com.net. Was it core effects? No, just core/issues. You kidding? Every time I tab back and forth, you're going to do this? 1282. Can I check if wget is installed? It is installed. See? The deb seems to be broken. Yes. Did you switch out of the VM while pressing shift? If you did, it most likely never received the release. Probably. Try execute apt-cache search.net SDK 2. All right, we'll give that a shot. Apt-cache search.net SDK 2. It's not going to find it because, yeah. I'll even sudo in front of that for you. Search.net SDK 2. Nope, can't find it. It doesn't have the Microsoft repository there. Yeah, that's why you need to add the other source. Not going to find it since it's not there. Try going to this location. I can't copy in the location because Hyper-V does not support the copy and paste. It breaks. Packages Microsoft.com, config Ubuntu. Yeah, I've downloaded it. It's right there. You know? Skip the packages deb. Okay, now what? I want to do that. Yeah, I agree, Brave Cobra. Let's just do this. There it is. Did it really do that? Okay, I guess it did. Move it. Oh, you stink. Did it move it? Yeah, I guess it did. All right, so now let's go get that. And then I'm going to need to probably sudo that to move it over, huh? Okay. Check my auto-exec bat. Oh, very funny, Jerry Nixon. Very, very funny. All right. Now APT update. Yeah, let's see if we can get it to go this time. There, now it sees the Microsoft repository. All right. Oh my God. Now let's try. So I shouldn't have to do that. Should I apt-get updates? Or just jump right into the install? Let's jump right into the install, see if that'll work. Hello? All right, it's got it this time. I agree. This is a good article that we've got video that shows this. I literally have done the default instructions that came in with all the tools, and most of it didn't work. Retro Bear says sudo bang bang prefix last command with sudo when you forget to enter it. Packages deb is indeed broken, so it's not just me. Okay. Configuring, good. All right. I didn't know you could do sudo bang bang. That's interesting. Okay, so that looks like .NET is installed, right? I'm going to get rid of that packages. I got to remember I'm on Linux now. So now let's try, and I don't like how small the fonts are and everything here. I really wish I could maximize, but that doesn't work. Yeah, I agree. Let's take a look and see what we got here. All right. .NET command line tools 21403. Fantastic. So I could work at the command line. I could do some cool stuff, but I'd like to get Visual Studio Code installed. For code, just get the deb. Well, there it is. Yep. Do the software install. Do it. Code editing redefined. Yes, please install. Right? This should be a snap, right? This should just be bang. There it is. There we go. All right. So it's somewhere. Now to find it. Is it down in here? Add to favorites. Oh, it feels so good. I missed you, Visual. I miss you, Visual Studio Code. Thank you. Let's go find some extensions to get installed here. C#. Yes, please. I don't want to put Docker down. Vim emulation for Visual Studio Code. Now that's, I've got it right here, so why? Live share, yes. Because we will have guests on later. Great icons. Oh, sure. Make that happen. Editor config for VS Code, yes. CSS support for HTML documents? Huh? Okay. Nope, it's not telling me update available. I think we're running just fine. I'm going to have to reload. But, okay. Downloading dependencies, of course. You can now collaboratively edit and debug and all that stuff. Yeah, I need to log in. Over here. No. You'll be asked to sign in the first time you share, which allows others. Okay, I'm not sharing yet, so I don't need to do that yet. Okay. I don't need that right now. Thank you. .NET Test Explorer. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll grab that one. Is it that one? Is that the one I want? We'll grab that. I don't want to necessarily use settings sync right now. If you do get enhanced session mode working, please do a blog post or recap. Yeah. It's pretty bad how unfriendly and how terrible that experience was. And even then, if I close and reopen this, I'm going to get into that stupid RDP thing that's not going to allow me to use anything properly. All right, let's go back over to the terminal. I feel like I want to get rid of these other folders here. But really what I want to do is, oh my gosh, I got to remember this. I got to remember I'm in Linux and not Windows. And that font size I know is really small. I found a GIF on Linux VM Tools issue that shows how it works, the full screen thing. If you use the quick create method, it is supposed to include the ability to use enhanced connections. Yes, I agree, and I'm going to open that. Right, so I did the quick create. Thanks, Clint. I did create it, and it doesn't work. Not there. I want to get back into this. I'm going to need to install a couple things. No. I'm a Twitch noob. Do you have to renew your subscription to a channel every month? Yes, you do. What's this from Lithics? Did you enable auto login during setup? Yes. Apparently that causes the Xword login to hang on the blue screen. Oh, crap. All right, well, how do I change that? Otherwise, if you just cancel when it asks you to pick a resolution, it'll revert back to standard Hyper-V. Edit session settings. Yeah. Right, that's exact. I'm quite familiar with the settings dialog. First connection, I cannot tweak RDP settings because I had saved the connection for future use. When I click edit session settings, it pops back up to the dialog and lets me tweak. What? Yep, so let's see if I can do this. All right. Okay, so let me disconnect. And if I double click to connect, right, it comes into this, right? Now what this is saying is, and that's fine, I want it the full size. But when he's connecting, right, it jumps into here, they're keying in their username and password, click OK, and they're fine. Right, and it was xorg. I type in my username and password, and I get disconnected. I've got a different problem. Right? I did recreate it. So the setup on Ubuntu is gone. No, broken, dead. Right? Doesn't go anywhere. And if I try and go over here, let's turn off enhanced session, and I'm back in, but I can't do full screen. It's necessary to boot up the machine and have connected with an enhanced session. Exposes the new edit session settings. Yeah. Connecting, right. Xorg. No auto login. So how do I turn off auto login? And I remember you have to do it twice, but I didn't. I did the quick create. So, thank you, Liasinator, for the follow. Right, hoping I can get back to this. Right, so somewhere inside of Linux, I need to turn off the auto login. I shouldn't, no. I did the quick create. I shouldn't have to do any of the configuration. It came configured this way. I have to turn off auto login. How do I turn off Ubuntu auto login? Okay. GK sudo gedit lightdm. Am I using lightdm? Settings details users doesn't give you the ability. Settings details users. On the top right corner is a button to unlock. Where's settings? Settings, details, users, yeah. Right, need to unlock first. Log in, turn that off. Okay. So now if I... All right. Let's close all this. Let's shut down. And then let's see if we can get this to work. Come on. Okay. So now if I double click and say start. No, continue. That's going to be really annoying if that comes up every time. You know what I mean? And... yeah. Come on. So I don't have the option to choose enhanced session yet. It's still trying to boot up. Okay. If I flip it to enhanced session, now I get over here. My username is Jeff. That's my password. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. This makes sense. Now I'm feeling a lot better about things. Woo! Right? Finally. Oh my gosh. Right, so now if I do Alt F2 and I say GNOME terminal, I can open my terminal, and now we can actually see it again. Right? Is it, what is it to zoom? Control plus. Yeah, Control plus. That's better. I want to make sure it's easy to see the text. All right. I should have GPG here. No command supplied. Right. I need to create a key. Don't complain. It's too big now. All right. I need to clone down my code from GitHub. Gonna go in. Let's start with Core Wiki. I should sign in, huh? Username, that's me. Password, me again. Maybe not me again. There we go. Two-factor authentication. Loving the two-factor authentication. And my number's resetting. There it goes. This. And I'm in. All right. Let's copy that. I should have... Yep, there we go. Right, I have Git here. Give me some Git. Yep. All right. Now I can do git clone. Yes. Okay. I've never seen that. I said yes. You don't have your key in that machine. I should still be able to git clone. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to... SSH is always using the key. Right, so... Oh, you're right, I'm using the SSH connection here. Yeah. Right, I should have... No, I need to create an SSH. Yeah, there's SSH. Known hosts. So I can either generate a new SSH. Right. I'm gonna have to put down the GPG key. You're right. Just use HTTPS for now. I'd rather use the SSH, but I need to generate an SSH key, which is, what is it, SSH keygen? Right, for GitHub. Yeah. There it is. And I also need to set it up with the appropriate credentials. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Don't copy keys. I agree. I don't want to copy keys. I don't want to copy SSH keys. The GPG key I should copy, but the SSH I should have. And way too many problems. Yes. Right, so the SSH key, if I go over here, I should be able to at least do that. This one. I don't want to add a new one of those. I want to add a new SSH key. And this will be the Ubuntober machine. All right. We need to generate that key. Oh, shoot. And it should be... Yes, keep my email. It should be that email address. Let's put that over there while I'm doing this over here. So SSH, keygen. Why don't you use the HTTPS? I'd rather use SSH. Full screen on a 4K monitor. Fantastic. Dash T RSA dash B 4096 dash C, and I'm going to paste in that so I get the private key pair. Enter file in which to save it. Yeah, sure, do that. Passphrase. I don't care about a passphrase. That's fine. Big deal. I don't know what that means. Start the SSH agent in the background. Isn't it already running? I mean, okay. Right. Okay. And then add the SSH key to the GitHub account. Yes. So I'm going to need to open... Nice, they're doing a clip here. All right. And that copies it automatically to the clipboard. Nice. All right, so it's on the clipboard. And then I'll go back to settings over here. All right, Ubuntober Linux VM. All right, and Control V. Nice. Cool. All right, so now I should be able to get clone, right? Bingo. All right, so now I have CoreWiki running here. Well, I have it downloaded here, right? So now what I'd like to do is if I go into the CoreWiki folder, I should be able to do a .NET restore. I also need to make sure I have NPM because we do have an NPM. We have a node package that we're referencing still. Right? Can I run NPM? Yep. Ancient Coder, thank you so much for the resub. 2 months in a row. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's... Hang on. Control-Shift-C. Aha. Yep, give me the NPM. How did you get full screen? I turned off the auto login. This is what I've got to install to get Node working on Linux? Skull Crusher for life. Hey, Skull Crusher. What are my thoughts on educational games, basic programming versus non-gaming science and technology for programmers? I would rather be science and technology. We just grabbed the first programming one that we saw. I didn't install DevTools before, yeah. Yep, so I'm getting all the GCC stuff and all. Rothian, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. Look forward to seeing you in the chat room, helping me out. I appreciate all of our pair programmers that are helping me today and getting me up and running. All right, so I should now be able to npm install and get things like Font Awesome. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if I .NET run, if I can get this to actually work. Because if I can get that working and we can open Core Wiki here, I think I'd call that a day, and I'd call that a successful day. Yeah. I see lots of configuration, so we should be on localhost 8081. Let's see if I click in. Is that going to open for me? Yeah, I know it's a self-signed cert. That's okay. Yes, confirm. Hallelujah. Control click. Really? Control click works? Let me go back and try that. Oh my gosh. Okay, learned something new today. But we've got Core Wiki running. Right? Including the rainbow. Taste the rainbow. Cool. And search works. Fantastic. All right. The rainbow is very important. Yes, indeed. I'm really happy we got this far here. Hey, Old John. Oh my gosh, Old John's here. Good morning. What branch of the repository am I running? You know what? I don't know. Isn't there a thing to get a new window here? I thought there was a, yeah, new tab. I'm in dev. So I'm not over in, it's 12:14. Okay. Good afternoon, Old John. No, I pulled down, we have dev set as the default. Yeah. So we've gone just over 2 hours, but we got Linux installed. We have it running inside of a virtual machine on top of Windows. I've got Visual Studio Code here, right? We should be able to open that folder. Let's start at home, dev. There's Core Wiki. And I'm able to start working here. It's going to download OmniSharp. But I'm able to start working here with my .NET tools, with my .NET projects in Linux. And next time we'll be able to start going through this. Can't find the thumbs up emoji. I believe it's I don't remember what it is. What's this gist from Justin TV? What do we got? Display git branch on bash prompt. Oh, that's a great idea. But I'm going to need to put this into a... Oh my gosh. No. No. Holy crap. Just tell me how to do it. Export PS1. Why not simply use the get PS1 function? Okay. Added the host name. Yeah, I'd like that. Parathon suggested what earlier? Yeah, PowerShell core. Yeah, we could do that also. Lithix asks, will I be working in Ubuntu all month? Yes, indeed. Yes, I will. I could install PowerShell, but I want to use a little bit of bash for a bit here. So if I run this command, I'm not going to be able to copy paste. Oh, crumbs. Well, maybe I will, right? Because we did get the enhanced settings working. Let's say I'll go over here to terminal, and if I paste, it does copy paste now. And it's okay, so now it is showing it there. But I like that format too. I'd like to get the... Right? How long will I be streaming today? As long as I feel like it. Was feeling bad about suggesting the new method when it went so sideways. You know what, Coated Beard? I get wrapped up and I get angry when things that literally, according to the documentation, don't work exactly as expected. That really makes me angry because, right, we call that the happy path, right? This is I'm literally just opening and saying, do exactly what the instructions say, and the instructions don't work as advertised. So what do? I'm kind of toast at that point. Yes, Lithics, I completely agree. We should put a PR in for the docs. For that full screen. That full screen is beautiful. It really does look nice. And they should include the don't enable auto login in the docs. Yes. Very good points, Coated Beard. I agree. It would help. I need another export. Yeah, you're right. Now, all right, I'm going to show, if I go back here, right, don't I have a bash RC in here? There's bash history. Right, isn't it like .bash RC? There it is. Right, so if I go more .bash RC, and doesn't it export the font in here? There's the prompt. Right? So if we update that, let's go back over here, but I want to go back to my Windows. Right, so we added the bit here with, right, it was git branch to, what the heck does that mean? All right, hang on. See, and it says dev branch. Look at that, right? There are a few scripts to do that. Let's see this one. Didn't you want to decrease the rainbow challenge from 5,000 to something? Make it 4,000. Yeah, this bit right here. And it's add git branch on bash command prompt. Add the following to your bash RC, source git prompt sh. Change ps1 to call git ps1 as command substitution. Ugh. That's only slightly confusing. I mean, you've got comments here in 4 different colors. Like, could you make this more? If you don't have bash completion, sudo apt-get install bash completion. Well, that does feel like something I do want. It's out of the box in ZSH. Really? Yeah, the export PS is only for my current session. Exactly. That's why I'm looking at the... Right, if I jump over to ZSH. Oh, man. Install ZSH. Yeah. My password. Do the thing. Stay with bash. Oh, I want to see what folks are saying about ZSH, and then I'll go back. So if I go over to Z shell. What? You are seeing this message because you have no Z shell startup files. Okay. Exit creating the file containing just a comment. Continue to the main. Sure, do the recommended one. Okay. So now if I go to dev and I go to core wiki. Okay, so the branch isn't there. What do you mean I can't go back? Of course I can go back. Now I'm back. Boom. Now I'm in Z shell. Right? But it's not, it didn't put the dev branch name in there. Won't be here long. It looks fine. I don't see a problem because he'll be hooked. So how do I get it in there? Razor UI lib. Yes, that's one of the things that we're working on right now, but I want to get up to speed with our Linux development configuration, and then we'll go back and we'll start building some of those things. I would stick with Bash first, but I'm not getting the promise. Looking up higher there in the chat is, oh well, it's already there. You get the Git branch automatically in Z Shell. Well, it's not there. Let's resize. Right, it's not there. I at least have, right, and it's that's not right either. It's that line in the ZSHRC. Plugins equals git stack emacs npm bower z. Ubuntu sharp. Nah. All right, hang on. There's bash RC. You say there's a ZSH RC. There it is. .zsh. Okay. Okay, completion. What are we looking for? Plugins equals. I don't even have that line. No. Go clone Jess Fraz's bash repo. It has all the setup. Haha! Fish shell, is that any good? I use oh my Z shell, so it might be right from that script. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ignore that for now. I appreciate the significant ability to be able to configure and reconfigure, but yeah, there's 1,000 options and everybody has a different opinion on how to do the exact same thing. It's a strength, it's also a weakness because there is no documentation that says, oh, here's how to add this. Because everybody has a different opinion and everybody changes it. Yeah, see that? Jerry, even Jerry has an opinion. The wonders of Linux. 400 distros, thousands of shells, a gazillion desktops. Yes. All right. So I need to at some point copy over my I'm going to need to copy over my GPG key so that I can sign and upload stuff. This is really good. Oh my ZSH, a delightfully community-driven framework for managing your Z shell configuration. 200 optional plugins. Oh boy. Yeah. No, not going to go there just yet. All right, let's do this. Let's go, not there, not there, not there. Let's close this, close that. I'm actually going to use the link inside CoreWiki. All right, so I'm back here inside the CoreWiki project. We have 3 pull requests hanging out here that we should look at. I have issues. URL friendly method is duplicated? What's this? There are 40 lines of code which are duplicated in 2 places. Yes, we're about to nuke that. Huh, my back mouse button doesn't work here. All right. Okay. So, yeah, Linux is free and open source software, but right at the same time, instead of collaborating and making one thing really good, we have 1,000 things that are kind of meh. Okay, so CoreWiki is working. The one thing that I did want to look at was why I have some X's here on the builds. So this is using Azure DevOps pipelines. I can click details here and jump right into the pipeline, and we can see, yeah, the publish artifact for some reason didn't go through. I'm going to sign in here, and I should be able to sign in, do the thing. Now let's see if I can remember which password I used. James Montemagno's now following us.
Oh my.
It's James. Hey there. Thanks so much for joining us. Let me make sure. I've got too many passwords. Right? Nope, wasn't that one either. Is it that one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Maybe it's that one? Nope. I thought I made this simple. But maybe I didn't. You need to watch the Pro. Yeah, I do. You'll be streaming this afternoon? Oh, you're watching me? You're watching me fall on my face? Ugh. Nope. Why isn't it working? What other passwords do I possibly have? Right? I thought I did. Did I do that one? No. Gosh. Reset the password. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. Not this thing. P6VL. Right? Do that. Send me a code so I can key. Need to see if Susan's streaming. She doesn't stream until Sundays, and she's actually on her way back to Seattle right now. If you sent that email, I didn't get it yet. There it is. All right, here we go. 9252341. Okay. Don't you dare tell me I've already used that password. Don't you dare. No, I don't want to. You're starting in about a half an hour? Fantastic. I knew you would know. Last Friday she did a random stream. She does. Occasionally in the middle of the week she'll drop in a random stream to do more Microsoft promotional types of things. Save that. Yes, stay signed in. And I should now finally be able to get to this pipeline. So, yeah, this failed here, but I should be able to rerun it now that I thought I whacked how it does publish artifacts now in the build definition. Right. First project welcome form. I should be able to rebuild and have it, because it is working now. Right, there it goes. Azure Search Help, let's tell it rebuild that too. Because this is from a couple days ago when I didn't have it working just right. That's the same thing again. Those should work now. Sorry for hijacking your chat. Not at all, that's fine. I don't mind that. Going to do a Xamarin Forms 2 to 3 and PCL to .NET Standard migration. Oh, man. Okay. That's some pretty good conversion there. Absolutely. Chats are more fun when we ignore Fritz. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. I see exactly what you're doing there, but
you blew it!
You blew it, Montemagno. See that? See what I got there? So, and then what happens after that is you get all tongue-tied. And you don't know what you're saying. So I think this is kind of cool. I've got Firefox open using Azure DevOps pipelines inside of a Linux virtual machine running on Windows. Whoa, not bad. But that's why I'm streaming, to hold me accountable. Well, you know what? I would have been lost and I would have been so angry if I didn't have our friends in the chat room today helping me get my Linux configuration working here inside of the project, inside of Hyper-V, because we hit a number of issues that it was not clear what was going on and why it was happening. And big points to Brave Cobra for helping me find out that the Debian package definition file, right, was for .NET is broken. You know, that's a problem. Install Linux subsystem, get X server working, install VirtualBox, run Windows 10 VM, and repeat. Yeah, it's great having folks in chat that are able to help us out. Let's take a look at this build here, and this should be working just fine. It did the checkout. It's doing the restore. Come on. It's interesting. It's how many minutes in here, and we've got... Right? That's a little curious. Glad the issue has issues happen so we can all learn from it. Exactly, Ancient Coder. Yes. That's exactly why I...
Do it!
Or I actually...
Do it live!
So that folks can see. I'm not pre-configured here. I'm not trying to say it works perfectly. This is exactly. We've learned something. We figured out, hey, there's a documentation issue here, and we can go and fix it. Can you run VirtualBox and Hyper-V together? Docker needs Hyper-V, correct? Yes, Docker needs Hyper-V. I don't think VirtualBox will run with the virtualization enabled. Demos that are polished are okay, but you learn more when stuff goes wrong. Exactly, Lithix. Exactly. So James, if you're out there listening, you need to make sure that you break some things. It's going to be scary. But mistakes are good. You cannot run Hyper-V in VirtualBox. Yeah, there you go. So, now where's James? There he is. Let me make sure I take care of something real quick while I got it here. Nothing I write works at all. See? See, I'm not the only one. Let's take care of this. And we're going to do this also. There we go. Just throw a couple swords to our friends James and Jerry there. They're coworkers, they're colleagues. I want to make sure that if we have any moderation things, I got some folks there to help out. Hopefully that'll make it possible in the future. Yeah, right? I know. Threw him a sword. Look at that. What am I? Some guy distributing swords from lakes, and that somehow confers authority here so that you can rule England? Yes, exactly. It does. That's exactly who I am. I am distributing swords from the lake of... well, I'm actually here, in this place. Not really. And that's how... And yes, usually we are all well-behaved here. I haven't had to ban too many folks, thankfully. Last night while watching our friend Fierce Kittens, she was doing some work, and we had to ban a few folks there. But that sometimes happens when you get significant promotion from Twitch. You get folks wandering into the chat room, and they're, unfortunately, to ladies that broadcast, there are folks that are not entirely polite at all. I completely forgot we had humanizers in here. Guys are usually jerks. Yeah, I kind of agree. O'Reilly Essential Copying and Pasting. I want to see this thing get down into the publish artifact and work. But it's taking its good old time here. My gosh. We're 5 minutes just into restoring packages. Family Guy King Arthur. Yeah, that sword. Come on, man. Completed installation. Yeah. Finish. Do the thing. This isn't so hard. NPM install. Here we go. That should be easy too, but it's NPM. Okay. And this is supposed to be my quick install. I'm already 6 minutes in, and we haven't even started building yet. You know what I mean? Yeah. It works, right? And I can still, right? Let me make sure. I want to bookmark corewiki.info because I think what we're going to do at some point here. Yeah. There we go. I think what we want to do is we want to update this so that it, so that we have a release pipeline that's publishing the core wiki. Now, hang on. I think I was... Oh, I shut down the application. Never mind. This is fine. Yeah, come on. Look at this, man. Now it's restoring again. All right, good. Come on. Now, we also had a comment out there from some folks about the UTF-8 JSON project. And there was an issue that somebody opened saying, hey, we should go take a look at this project. And I started looking at this, and it sure does look like a significant performance improvement over JSON.NET. But I feel like the conversion to use this instead is going to take a while to do. I don't know. Might be cool to do. So, we shall take a look at that. And I think somebody opened an issue on it. Yeah. Tiago did here. So maybe we'll take a look at that at some point. But tomorrow, I think we're definitely going to be off running, writing some code here in Linux. Here's the publish. The user is not authorized to access this resource. Well, actually, I thought publish artifact I disabled. You know? And where's it trying to publish to? You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. Mibsy says, I have Ubuntu 18.04 on my Dell XPS 13 and the fans always turn on and get super loud. No. I would pull back on the resources. Oh, wait. Oh, you're installed directly on it. I don't know. Is it really worth it to hunt for quicker JSON frameworks? For what we're doing right now, I kind of agree with you. It's not worth it. Yeah, look at this. The user is not authorized to publish. And I'm using the default publish artifact feature here. I didn't configure this at all. Yeah, failed. So... And I thought I took this build definition. I thought I turned off publish artifact. Yeah, I did. They're disabled, but for some reason it keeps running it. That feels bad. All right, so I'm not going to get bent out of shape. The test did work for that pull request. These do work, so I'm not concerned. But I would, so least fix point, I think the reason to just look at those quicker JSON framework is strictly from an exploration and understanding. Why would I choose this? There are others available out there. Let's spend an hour just taking a look and seeing what's available. If it significantly enhances, then let's use it. If not, well, we don't need to go out of our way to do it. But exactly, for the learning, right? That's all. That's really what we're trying to do is learn, grow, figure out, what works best for us. All right. I think we're at a good place today to stop. Stop. There we go. Whoa, Mario. All right. So we've got Linux working inside of a VM running on top of my Windows machine. We've got it configured now so I can connect in and I can pull down CoreWiki. We've got all of our .NET tools installed, including Visual Studio Code, and it's working great here on Linux. So I think we'll come back tomorrow. We'll take a look at the pull requests that are hanging out there, and we'll start merging, refactoring, and seeing what we can do to make that work. Would it be worth learning about profiling and spotting the bottlenecks? Profiling on Linux is a little bit trickier and not something that I want to spend too much time on up front here. I want to get a little productive first, and maybe we'll go back and look at that. So we learned a lot. We stumbled a bit up front. We found some issues with some of the documentation and some of the things about getting started, but we did get the enhanced configuration for Hyper-V running Ubuntu Linux up and running, and this is Ubuntu Linux 18.4. And this is Ubuntober. We are going to run Ubuntu all month long, and you know what? We're going to run into some challenges with Linux. We're going to learn some things about Linux, but hopefully in the end, we learn a lot, we grow as .NET developers, and we understand more about the frameworks and operating systems that are available for us to work on. We had similar struggles in May when we did May is for Macs, but I think in the long run, we learned a lot. So that's where I want to go going forward. That's where I want to continue to grow what we're doing and make this a little bit of fun here. So I've got the little Omni Sharp flame here. I'm not sure why it says there was an error. I'll take a look at that off stream. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. I'm going to go back to the intro music. The hard work is done. Tomorrow the fun begins. Yes. Absolutely. If you take a look back over on the Visual Studio channel right now, they are broadcasting live what's going on at the Tech Bash conference from the Pocono Mountains, the Kalahari Resort. I encourage you to check that out. In fact, I think we should raid Visual Studio. If you want to hang out and you want to see what's going on over there at the conference, let's see if I can bring that up real quick and let's peek in on what the folks are doing over there. All you have to do is hang out, don't have to do anything, and we'll flip over to their view. They're talking about the built-in dependency injection framework. This looks like J Tower over there. There we go. We'll kick off the raid. Have a good one, everybody. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Take care.